Hey guys, what's up? CaptainTurbo here, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man X2, and we're currently still in the boss rush. We've got 2 more Mavericks left to go, and then we can take on the last boss of the game. This time we have the Sonic Slicer for Wire Sponge, so we're going to be able to see what his weakness will actually do to him, since we didn't actually get to see it in part 1. His weakness actually makes this guy joke, because he can cut through practically all of his attacks. I'm still getting hit a little bit, but never mind. I still recommend you stay away from him as much as you can. But every attack he does can be countered, apart from this one. Again, just get close to him as you can. I actually got pretty lucky there. And there you go. And this one has a little bit of an animation. He actually splits into 2. I think they probably had something in mind for that for the entirety of all the Mavericks. But the Sonic Slice from Wire Sponge is the only one it actually affects. But as I said, I believe that's probably something they had in mind when they were first developing the game. Maybe they ran out of time or something like that. I believe this is our last. So let's get this done. Who do we have? Crystal Snail. Get the magnet mines out. I'm ready to use. Excuse me. I'm a bit chesty today. I always say that. It's kind of like a it's kind of like a catchphrase of mine now. Right, when he slows time, unfortunately it only affects you, it doesn't affect him. It doesn't last for long though, so you should be okay. Alright, I'm gonna use that last tank just to make sure. I'm gonna go back and refill everything anyway before the Sigma fights. And beat him. Actually, I have to use that tank looking back, but never mind. And so I'm gonna go back and get a refill of everything before we enter the final stage, which is just a free boss act sort of deal, so. But when we beat it, it decides to blow up. It has been a while, Mega Man X! What? Sigma? It seems that the X Hunters have failed, but don't worry! I have arranged for some new toys for you to play with. I don't know why I keep giving these people stupid accents. It's kind of fun though. Anyway, there's your last password anyway. Alright, we're gonna enter Bubble Crab one more time, just so we can get a quick refill. I have one more heart tank than I usually do for the final bosses as well, so this might actually not go too badly, I'm hoping. Alright, jump down. Excuse me, keep burping. Alright, again, just wait for this thing to come down. It's quicker if you go in front of him, which is why I do it. Jump across. And where's the thingy shot? There it is. Ah, didn't get there in time, okay. There we go. Time to start grinding a little bit. You only need like 5, I think. As soon as it stops making that noise, that means everything's full. Yeah, everything's full. And a quick password just in case you wanted it. Alright, it's time for the final level. And we're not actually in Magna Centipede's level again, it just looks like it. There are a few minute differences here and there. I would still recommend avoid getting hit by the, well, I should say getting seen by the searchlights though, because it'll just make your life a little bit easier if you don't. But I did still get hit, sadly. And you only have to do the first section of the level. It doesn't last for very long before we have to start taking on the bosses, so... Oh! Fuck! Got too close to the edge there. I think that's the first death that wasn't... I think that's the first death that wasn't actually purposeful. That I didn't do on purpose, I should say. Well, we went quite a while there, guys. Oh, just go, just go, just go. These things usually drop health anyway, so... Had to happen in the last stage as well, didn't it? Couldn't go the entire game. Nope. This part will probably go a bit longer as well, because it's the final level, and... You know, you got 3 bosses, then you got the credits afterwards as well, so... Alright, didn't make the same mistake twice. Good. I'm learning. Is this... No, this isn't the boss yet. This is the boss coming up, though. He's also weak to the speed burner, though, just in case you were wondering, so... And yeah, save state time as well. Because there's no way because here's the problem. If you lose... yeah, I'm just going to let the text play. If you lose any of these 3 fights, because they all come one after the other, the level will start again. You don't get a refill of your energy, of your weapon energy. So if you run out of energy for these, you're going to have to Mega Buster it. And that is not an easy thing to do. So... Honestly, if you die once to this trilogy of bosses, you may as well exit the level. You may as well get a game over. Anyway, here we go, guys. Save state in the pause menu, just so we don't have to watch that again. My advice, let him do this, go across like that. And just keep doing this. He will occasionally block your attack though, so be careful. He also moves pretty fucking quickly as well, so be careful again. Oh, got him. Didn't think I actually managed to get him there. But when you beat him to a bloody pulp, and he's just slightly above death, he will actually come to his senses. I'm guessing his memory core chips kick in or something like that. Do you remember me? Yeah, I guess so. Sorry to cause you so much trouble. It actually makes more sense if you manage to save Zero by getting his parts, but as I said before, I usually just play the game this way, so this is the way I'm playing it. You know, if you collect all the parts, then I believe they make an imposter of Zero, and Zero comes in and basically destroys that duplicate with absolute ease, so you know, you don't actually have to fight Zero at all if you get his body parts. But 1 boss down, 2 to go. Unfortunately, he was the easiest of the bosses. Here it is, X. Signalized just ahead. Or just below, actually. Because going ahead is what he does. And the boss is actually weak to the Sonic Slicer, so get that ready. Save state as well. And here we go. Boss 2. You are merely a bothersome insect, Mega Man X. It is about time that I crush you beneath my heel. Alright, my advice is keep spamming these things. As I said, he's weak to the Sonic Slicer, so just use that to your advantage. But he does hit like a fucking tank as well, so be careful with that. But if you've done your thing, if you've done your job correctly, you should have plenty of V-tanks at this point, so... no, I don't need to use one yet. I'm gonna use one. Because it's not really, this fight's not really going my way right now. Right, that attack does actually quite a lot of damage, so be careful of it. Ah, just got him, thankfully. Yeah, that one attack with the spark there, where he kind of uses similar to the spark shot from the first Mega Man X game, is probably the biggest damage dealer. At least I believe it is, anyway. It's definitely the one you want to avoid, anyway. But yeah, with that beaten, it's time for the third form. His weakness is the fucking strike chain. So, yeah. I would actually recommend, though, for now using the X Buster because you want to save the strike chain for a while. Bear in mind, only charge shots actually doing real damage to him, though. Yeah, just be careful here because he can be tricky. It's more like he hits really, really hard. And yet, here's the thing. The boss is hard, but because he keeps spawning enemies, he actually makes it a little bit easier because you can get some health back if you're lucky enough anyway. Unfortunately, that's not really happening right now. Unfortunately, I'm getting kind of stuck in a loop here. I'm not really able to hit him. At least successfully anyway. I'm gonna have to use an energy tank, unfortunately. And you know what? I think I'm just gonna go back to using the strike chain now. As you can see, he also turns different colors when you start deteriorating his health a little bit. And thankfully we did get the strike chain back. Sorry if I'm not talking much, guys, I'm just trying to concentrate, to be honest. I needed that health really badly, actually. Right, once he starts doing this, it means he's going to start trying to catch you off guard. Unfortunately, trying to hit him here is actually pretty hard, because you don't know where he's going to be exactly. Got plenty of strike chain left, though, so I should be okay. I would actually recommend if it's taking you a while to just get caught by it. In fact, that's what I might actually do. I'm gonna let him catch me, and now just go to town with the strike chain. There you go, boss beaten, game beaten as well. He's also weak to the obviously charged up X Buster as well, but that's the best way to do it. In my opinion, just use a strike chain, let him catch you towards the end as well, as long as you got the health to spare. That is the game beaten anyway. Needs no more. The game needs no more input from me, apart from skipping some of the text. Mega Man X, I have lost to you again. Each defeat only makes me stronger and serves to bring you closer to your ultimate doom. So he's just saying, essentially. But something is not right. I don't quite understand. Why did Zero... He is last of the Doctor's creations. Arrgh, matey. I assume I believe Dr. White created Zero as well as Mega Man X, so not really sure what's happening there. It's not actually gone into the comics yet. At least, sorry, it has gone into the comics with Mega Man X as well, but I haven't picked up any of those issues. I'm going to wait for the volume paperback like I have with all the other 8 volumes, so. But that is pretty much the end of the game. I got through this a lot quicker than I thought I did. It was only 6 parts. Yeah, with the credits, this is going to be a bit longer. Can't do anything about it. It's going to be about 20 minutes, I think. And there's Zero. We do actually get to play as him in, I believe, in X3, which won't be for a while because I haven't actually played it yet. Joined by his friend Zero, Mega Man X gazes out over the sea. Sigma has once again been destroyed, but X wonders if the fighting will truly end. At least not for another 6 Mega Man X games, my friend. Was Dr. Light's dream of a world in which Reploids and humans live together in peace merely a dream? The price of peace is often high, X thinks to himself. Who or what must be sacrificed for it to become a reality? I know it said just become reality, but I wanted to add a. And when the time comes, will he be able to do it? The future holds the answers, or... Wait, is that how it's gonna end? Or what? No, that sentence made very little fucking sense. The future holds the answers, or... That's what's fucking stupid. And love this track, by the way, that plays here. Mega Man X2, not as good as the original, in my opinion, in terms, by that I mean Mega Man X1. It's still a fantastic game, though. I really fell in love with the Mega Man franchise as a whole over the last year. You know, the comics, and the games, you know, I absolutely love them now. This one... how can I put this? The stages are a bit shorter, I think, than the X1 stages and stuff like that. A lot of the weapons are a lot more situational, and, you know, you can't really use many of them to their advantages like you could, like the Storm Tornado and stuff like that from Mega Man X1. Still, that doesn't mean this is a bad game. As I said, this is a fantastic game. If you like X1, you'll like X2. Probably not as much, and I don't think this one has quite as much in terms of memorable music. Still fantastic music, just not as good in my opinion either. Graphics still looks great, you know, they haven't really been updated or anything much, but with the wireframe it also looks cool. But yeah, the graphics still look nice, the music's nice as well, as I said, just not as good as Mega Man 1 for the music. Mega Man X1, I should say. Everything else, you know, you get the dash boots right from the off, which is fantastic in my opinion. It gives X a bit more of an arsenal right from the get-go. It also makes the game a lot more faster paced as well, which is really great. I really do enjoy this. If you've never played X2, but you do enjoy the Mega Man games, definitely at least give it a try. Go in weakness order though, you know, go for Wire Sponge first, as you saw you can get that heart tank right at the beginning, you can get an easy E-tank as well, just to make your life a little bit easier. As for future Mega Man games, I haven't got anything planned at the moment, you know, this is the last in terms of the 4, well I suppose 5 if you count Wily Wars. I haven't got any more Mega Man games planned for a while. Next one I'll do will either be Mega Man 3 or Mega Man X3, I don't know which. Probably anyway. I don't think I'll go off into any of the others yet. Anyway guys, I've been CaptainTurbo. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. And there's the Zero duplicate. Thank you for playing, presented by Capcom. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. See you next time, and have a good night.